בוקר טוב, אנחנו נמצאים בפלא יועץ בערך זלזול on page קוף צדיק. ומה מאוד צריכים להיזהר תלמידי חכמים בעוסקם בתורה ובכותבם שלא לדבר דברי זלזול כל שנראה לו שאינם לפי כבודו, אם היה מדבר לו חברו, ואפילו אם חברו יצא מן השורה ודיבר קשות, הוא יעשה את שלו וישמור לפי מחסום מחתו בלשונו. So yesterday we spoke about how a person has to be very careful not to mock other people. Okay, there is mocking, as we explained, there is three types of people. One, when you make fun of someone שהוא לא מרגיש טוב, חולה, or you make fun of someone that is not rich, doesn't have money, so you feel very loose to step on him and to give him, it's a horrible feeling, but that's sometimes people do. Or the third is, אנשים חשובים שאדם מזלזל בהם. So we explained, הגמרא במסכת עבודה זרה, שכנגד זה, for each one of them, there is a עונש. One עונש, מי שמזלזל באנשים כאלו, יש לו ייסורים, the one מזלזל בעניים, מזונותיו מתמעטין, לא זוז פרנסה, and the one that is making fun, מזלזל באנשים חכמים, and a very respectful people, נידון בגהנם. זה היה אתמול, that's for the regular people, שאנשים very likely to fall into this trap. עכשיו הרב, פele Yoetz takes us to the big people, תלמידי חכמים. תלמידי חכמים, they're not going to go, חס ושלום, לזלזל, לא בחולים, לא בעניים ולא באנשים החשובים. אבל יש מצב שתלמיד חכם, because of the Torah that he has, and he sees people the way they act, ולפעמים יכול to happen such a thing, שמרוב שמה שהוא רואה, he can come ויכול לזלזל בבן אדם. מהרב, you can be very careful. Or if you write things, you can be very careful. When you write, אתם מבינים, אנשים תלמידי חכמים שכותבים ספרים, you can be careful how you write. Even if you, even if you want to argue on someone, okay? יש דרך. זאת אומרת, צריך מאוד להיזהר. תלמידי חכמים, when you talk and when you write things, books וכדומה, to be very careful, חס ושלום, לא לגרום לזלזל באדם שלא לפי כבודו. And even, ואפילו אם חברו יצא מן השורה, and let's say, someone, חכם, your level, כתב עליך דברים. Be careful, don't answer back. He did a mistake. He did something wrong. Don't write back to him. Leave it. It's not going to go, it's not going to end nice. How about that? צריך, לכן הוא כותב, הוא יעשה את שלו וישמור לפי מחסום מחתו בלשונו. Close your mouth. היה, תראו סיפור. Someone, he wrote a book and he mentioned one of the rabbis, and the way he wrote, very harsh, מאוד מאוד קשה. The story took place about, I believe, 15 years ago or so. And people were very upset. People were very upset. They came to the Rabbi Alav Shalom to write something against him. It's called מכתב מחאה. מחאה. The Rabbi, before he did anything, בואו נכתוב ככה. בואו נגיד, just for us to make it ככה clear. זה הרב הגדול, וזה, הוא כתב עליו, אוקיי? So they went to the rabbi to write a letter against him, ועוד כמה, rabbis, they're going to sign a letter against him. The rabbi, before he did any move, he called this rabbi. And he tells him, ראית מה כתב פלוני אלמוני? למה אתה לא עונה לו? Why don't you write it back? הוא עשה לו קיך. Meaning, if two hachamim or two people will argue, you say one word, I say one word, fine, it's okay, it's a legit, you're even a husband and a wife, Abraham is Sarah, it's okay. The minute you took it to a different level of the language, it's beneath my level to go. I'm not going to go down to his level. There's no point for me to answer anything. Let him write whatever he wants.
He went already so low, no point of view.
He says, to argue, זה דרכה של תורה. בית הלל, בית שמאי, רב, שמואל, רש"י, תוספות, שולחן ערוך, רמה, כל התורה זה בית הלל, בית שמאי, מחלוקות, that's okay. אבל when somebody takes it, the מחלוקת, and he turns it to something personal, and you would use words that you shouldn't, it's not for my level to answer him. There's no point. Okay? So the rabbi saw the הנהגה from him. הנהגה. He was older than the rabbi. חכם גדול מאוד, צדיק גדול.
He wrote something on the rabbi?
The rabbi עליו השלום, he saw how this חכם acted. He didn't answer anything to this one who wrote against him.
Oh.
Fine? All right. Years later, this rabbi wrote something against Hakam Ovadia Yosef.
Oh my gosh.
Now, it became a whole to-do. You against him, no. You against Hakam Ovadia? Are you fighting with a lion? Has Shalom, who might say, it's like more little cat comes to the line. What's up with you, Bakhlal? When he wrote a teshuvah, he wrote a letter against Hakam Ovadia Psak Halachat Bezimashum, and also, not in a
Nice way.
yeah.
Polite way.
All the Hachamim got together, and there, the rabbi also signed also. There, the rabbi signed.
So to what, put this guy like in
Meha'ah. What he writes, we disagree with, the way the language, that's not, אין זה דרכה של תורה.
Is that almost like excommunication or not?
No. זה לא דרך של תורה. So his students wouldn't think that's the kosher thing to do. Meha'ah, it's like protest. So you got a whole Hachamim who signed a letter against this one. ואז הרב אמר לי בשקט, מה שהוא עשה לו, what he did to him then, we couldn't sign. השם חיכה, ופרע לו, he paid him when he wrote against חכם עובדיה. So you got double ownership, כמו שאומרים, הבנת? עכשיו, למה אני רוצה להגיד לכם? Why did I brought this story? I brought the story to teach you that this Hacham did not answer back to him. He wrote books, and he brought his name, and he bashed. Lo ana lo. He said, it's beneath my level. No, no. That's how I remember the movement, the body language. That's it. הוא לא דיבר הרבה. עשה איך. זה לא, זה it's beneath my level to answer such a person. ויש תורה שמה. You gotta be very careful. שמעתם מה כתוב? וזה מה שהוא מתכוון, זה מה שאומר. You want to argue, יש דרך. בכל הספרים של הרב, כל הספרים של הרב, you're not going to find one place, not one, שהוא כותב ככה. Never. The opposite. He said, ומחילה מכבודו, ואולי טעיתי, ואם השם הטוב יכפר בעדי. There's a very language of anava, humble. Even when he wants to argue, לעניות דעתי, I think this way, but אפשר לחלוק. You hear this? היה לו דרך. The best thing is, he had a box full of letters that he got for people all over the years that they had questions on his books. על כל הספרים שהוא כתב, הרבה שאלות. Maybe 2% he answered. Maybe.
But he read all of them?
לא, קרא, אבל הוא לא ענה תשובות. He had a box. box שלם. אמרתי לרב, למה אתה לא עונה תשובות? 2 things, he said. If I'll be busy answering questions, אני אשאר עם הארץ. I gotta learn. That's one. Second, here's a question. So, wants to argue with me? Argue, why not? מה אני, משה רבנו? הלכתם מסיני? למה לא? תחלוק, מה הבעיה? מה הבעיה לחלוק? What's the problem to you want to argue? You have a better proof of me? Better, למה לא? This is what I think. You think different, you have a proof. למה לא? That's it. I don't know. I'm not forcing my opinion on people. I don't force. I'm offering to people, this is what I think. You want to take it, take it. You don't want to take it, drop. That's it. You have to force. I have to force my opinion. I don't know. That was his approach. And by the way, his approach was also in marriage this way. And believe it or not, that's how he ran his own shul in people. That's how he behaved. That's what I think. You want to do. You want to do. I tried to copy him. And if people would argue with him, he would, you ask him once, he'll answer you once, twice, that's it. We'll never go. There is no back and forth. You're not going to find. All I'm telling you, this is what I think. You want to take it, take it. You don't want to take it, don't. You have to. His wife, Rabbanit, she came from a house, שבבית שמה, הלכו לפי הרמב"ם. And בבית שמה, נהגו, first to make ברכה על נטילת ידיים, and then to wash their hands.
That's Rambam?
עובר לעשייתה.
יש לך הלכה. What do you do first? You eat the apple and then you make bracha. First you make bracha, and then you eat the apple. And then you eat the apple. So then after you wash it, you make bracha. מחלוקת בראשונים. מחלוקת בראשונים. מחלוקת בראשונים. ויש כאלה בראשונים, they hold first you make bracha, and then you do על נטילת ידיים. First you תדבר ברוך על נטילת ידיים. And you go ahead and you wash your hands. Not a bathroom. I'm about נטילת ידיים for a סעודה. Not in the morning. I'm talking about נטילת ידיים של הסעודה. כן, זה מחלוקת בשולחן ערוך. He brings the 2 opinions. Well, okay. But that's the house that she grew up. She grew up in such a house, שהיה פסק הלכה ככה, which is okay. Now, usually, the way it works, get married, you switch the halachot from the way you grew up in your house, and you follow your husband, right? Marav saw her, he never told her anything about it. Never. It's a switch, no? Switch for what? My עושה נגד ההלכה? Well, she does anything against the halakha? No. He didn't say anything to her all his life. I'm trying to teach you something. יש כאלו, husbands, כאילו, זה לא שייך לשלום, it's more than a שלום, זה הרבה יותר משלום. You have to know מה לומר ומה לא לומר. So, זה עשתה ככה, מה קרה? She does anything against ההלכה? Number one, it's not against halacha. Number two, that's how she grew up. And just for you to know, that was his second wife. His first wife, she died when she was 50. So he married her. She was single, his second wife. And when he married her, if I remember correctly, she was, I think, close to 40. Yeah. So she's young, but when I said to change her, she grew up ככה, תעזוב אותה בשקט, leave her alone, let her do whatever she wants. So she's not doing anything against the halacha, זה בסדר, he did not say anything to her. That's one. היו עוד כמה הלכות, שהרב עצמו כותב בספר משהו, and the way she did was different, he never told her anything.
She never saw, she saw the rabbi watching differently.
Her father was also Tamid Haram Tzaddik. I didn't grow up on the mountains with the monkeys. She has also a background, That's exactly what I'm trying to say. Forget, but the wrong, sometimes the husband does. Sometimes the husband do wrong things that she knows better than him. We're not going to talk about it. Also, look at that. I don't want to embarrass ourselves over here. But hold on. So I'm just showing you that there is. She doesn't do anything wrong against the halacha. So why to bring up something issue? Leave her alone. That's it. It's זה חשיבה כל כך בריאה. אתם מבינים אותי? But in any event, let's go back to our topic. He talks over here about the midah hachamim. You got to be careful when you write things and when you say things. You don't have to go, to a lower level to answer back. אין צורך. Now, ובפרט, אומר הרב, בפני הבעלי בתים, when you have two חכמים, and you have בעלי בתים over here, צריך זהירות יתרה לנהוג כבוד זה בזה בדיבורו. You gotta be very careful לכבד חכם, because they look at you. כדי שלא יאמרו זה לא מפרקסות וכולי, ויקחלו להשם. והאיש הישר לא יזלזל בכבוד שום נברא. The truth is, האיש הישר, you should not make fun of anybody. וכל שכן באשתו, וואו, כל שכן באשתו. ומשרתיו. Back in the days, the cleaning ladies were Jewish girls. So that's why I tell you, Musharetav. Today, the Chadam is, the cleaning ladies. Well, back in the days, not far. I remember in Israel 20 years ago or so, the rabbi here, I think I'm sure you can see till today. Yeah. You have Jewish girls that they come, they do, they come to your house, you clean your house, and you pay them. To see that. People who live here to see that Jewish girls also have sponja, they cleaning the כאילו, איך ייתכן? אבל באמת ככה היו עושים את זה תמיד. And you know what? It's better to give it to a Jewish than not a Jewish. הלאה. שלא בשביל שהם משועבדים לשרתו, ניתנה לו רשות לזלזל בכבודם. Because she is there to serve you, you have no permission to mock her. אסור. You got to be very careful. Part of it is your wife. עושה הכל, למה זה לא מוכן? למה זה ככה? הלו. Who gave you permission? Who gave you permission? היא לא השפחה שלך. She's your wife. She's not your cleaning lady. וצריך מאוד להיזהר, got to be very careful, לא לזלזל בהם. איי. ומה יתרון לאדם על חברו? Why do you think that you're better than your friend? What, because you have a couple of dollars in the bank? הלא קטן וגדול, שם הוא, בשמיים, there's no difference between one and another. They don't look at your bank account of שמיים. ואפילו שהעבד חופשי יותר מאדוניו לפני המקום. ולכן אפילו אם עברו רצונו, יוכיחם בנועם שיח, ונעלם בנחת, כאשר היה רוצה שיעשו לו, אם היה הוא משובט תחת אחרים. The same way, you would wanting people to treat you, if you were employee to someone, the same way you act the same way to your workers. You don't want people to treat you garbage. The same way, don't treat other people in your business garbage. צריך מאוד להיזהר בזה מאוד מאוד. איי, פעם הייתי בזה עסק. וואו, אני שומע את הבעל הבית. אללה יסתר. איזה פה. לא יכולתי לסבול את זה. אני אומר, איך ייתכן? Why? Because you got a couple dollars and he's your worker, ככה אתם מתייחס אליו. הרב אומר פה, אפילו עברו רצונו. They did something against what you said. יוכיחם בנועם. יש דרך לדבר בנועם. ונעלה בנחת. Listen, if he's a worker, obviously, הוא לא יצליח to become, a boss. הוא לא יצליח. So you have to treat him garbage? וצריך פה מאוד זהירות. Even the Torah says, when you do have עבד, not a worker, עבד, לא תעבוד בהם בפרך. You can make them work hard. So, זה לאו. על בהמות, on an animal, יש לך הלכה צער בעלי חיים. יש לנו הלכות חשובות, even how to treat animals. You cannot eat before your animal. ונתתי עשב בשדך לבהמתך, and then it says ואכלת. First feed your animal, then you feed yourself. על בהמה ככה, התורה wants to treat, the Torah wants you to treat your animal that she comes before you. When it comes food, she comes before you. על בהמה. נו, על בני אדם עבדים, כל שכן if she is Jewish, וכל שכן if she is your daughter or your son, ואשתך. But it seems like because it's your wife and your sons, you feel very loose to act the way you want, to yell and to scream and to nicknames. איזה חמור אתה, מה אתה לא מבין? למה? למה אתה תגיד לו, איזה חכם? מה אתה לא יכול לעשות? למה חמור? התבלבל בין החטא והכף לבית החיים והמם. זה לא חכם, למה חמור? השייך הקדוש בין בספר משלם, כך, he says, הוכח חכם ויאבקה. אל תוכח לץ פן ישנאיך. Which means, simple pshat, חכם will take musar. If you go to someone who's wise, I'm חכם. And you give him musar, he'll take it in. He wants to grow. Thank you for the rebuke. Thank you for opening my eyes. I didn't see it. I did not pay attention. Take it. It's good. Hacham will take it. Al tochach letz. Don't, if you're going to go to a letz and give him musar, not only that he's not going to take it, but all the snout he's going to hate you. Kach omer Shlomo HaMelech. Hacham will take musar, and letz is not going to take musar. Al-Sheikh takes the pasuk and twists it a little. He says kacha. Ohav hacham tocha. Ohav hacham, hochach hacham v'yaveka. Meaning, if you tell someone, "Eze hacham ata, eze bahar tov, you're such a smart man, you're such a good person," how can you do that? He's going to take it. Hochach hacham. If you tell him, "Shata hacham, you're smart, you're good," he'll take it. Al tochach letz. You tell him, "Ata letz. You're nobody. You're garbage. You're a dip. You don't understand. It's already 100 times I'm talking to you. You don't get it." זה, אם תגיד לבדם תלץ, ישנא אותך, he's going to hate you. He's not going to take it. What do you see? If you praise someone and you tell him you're so good, what's going to happen? He'll try to keep up his work the way you look at him. I want to read a story. A very nice story. They had in this village a custom. If you get engaged, so you send to the girl one cow. כאילו, يعني, נותן לה פרה. And if she's very, 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 very special, 2 cows. يعني, 1 cow, זה היה מנהג, it was normal. 2 cows, it was maybe 30% of the girls in the town who got 2 cows. Usually everybody got 1. 2 was only maybe 30%. To say 3, כמעט ולא ראית. כמעט ולא היה. 3 cows, she got to be something top, the valedictorian, something special. Okay? One day, this guy, he sent 8 cows. Wow. The hack, do you know what's the hack? The hack of the town wasn't only that town, all the towns around. Moishale sent his kala 8 cows. Kulam דיברו על זה, all the cities around. Yeah, he sent 8 cows. Huh? Maybe. No, תסביר לו מה זה מוהר. So, anyway, אתה שומע, חכם שלמה, הקיצר, 8 cows. So all his friends from the yeshiva and all the people in town, they all came to the wedding. They wanted to see מי זה הכלה. Who? Halavi. So all his friends from the yeshiva and the cousins and all the people around, just for the, they were so curious to come to the wedding. Forget about the food and dancing. So they came to the wedding. They said the kala. a girl, כאילו, מה קרה לו? זה לא שרה ממנו ולא רחל. So they went to him, מה ישאלה? עושה גישן. עושה שדוס. אני, שו, מה קרה? 8 cows? Regular ones. Well, let me teach you something. If you send a girl 1 cow, she feels regular. If it's 2 on one of the 30, 3 on one of the 10, 4 on one of the 1% in the city. But the one who gets 8, do you know what she thinks? Wow, he thinks so highly about me. She'll keep the marriage that high and that standard.
Like that.
If you treat her regal, that's how the house is gonna run. אבל אם אתה מתנהג בזלזול, the house is gonna run ככה also. When he gave her the feeling that she is something so special to him, she'll try to keep up with that level. שמעתם מה אמר? זהו. if אדם שמכבד את אשתו, הוא מכבד את עצמו. אדם שלא מכבד את אשתו, he puts himself down. זה פשוט מאוד. אבא, a father who respects his kids, he gets respected. If you could yell at your kids, or especially in public, מה זה? אתה מזולזל. זה מה שאומר לנו הרב. הבנו? בוא נמשיך הלאה. אומר רב, ואפילו לעצמו אין ראוי לנהוג זלזול ולעשות דבר שאינו לפי כבודו. Now, forget about you and other people. Let's talk about yourself. התורה אומרת לך, be regal. לא be, איך אומרים, cheap. אל תהיה אדם זול. אנשים יכולים לקחת פיצה ברחוב ככה, אוכלים את זה הליכה. איפה הראש? איפה הראש? You go to a pizza shop, אנשים they order from the tray that he takes from the cashier till the seat. Half of the pizza is gone, the shawarma, the french fries, הוא כבר חצי בדרך נאכל. ויש דרך התנהגות. הולכים לאייס קרים סטור. לוקח את הקון, אפילו לא מגע, כבר חצי כבר מתחיל לאכול, והולך, כן, הוא הולך לך בדרך, ולא את הדרך, till he sees. איבדנו. אומר רב, אפילו לעצמו אין ראוי לנהוג בזלזול. זה לא כבוד, זה לא מכובד. קידוש, אין אישור, סעודה שלישית, breakfast, dinner, whatever it is. יש לך אנשים שיהיו בריאים, ישר, צללו כעופרת. The first, הניר ראשון, he's the first. Don't, there's a sense of כבוד, self-respect. או היה אוכל, he loses his mind. זה לא, it's not proper. It's not proper. You go to weddings, all the שמחות. זה לא, איבדנו, עומדים לך, מה נעשה? בקיצור, אומר הרב, self-respect, קצת כבוד, טיפת כבוד, לא יקרה כלום. Respect yourself. הלאה. Just remember a story. I once went out to Eretzion. So יש לך on יש לך the service road. Between the service road and the street, יש לך the sidewalk and the grass, and in between what do you have? Then the benches, the gate.
Yeah. Jump over people.
So a couple, they wanted to cross. So they had this over, the gate, the railing, right? Railing. So the husband jumps. Fine. Now his wife, מה יעשה איתה? בלי לחשוב פעמיים, לקח אותה, מרים אותה, עושה את זה ככה. תגיד לי, איפה השכל? אין בושה.
Jewish couple?
Dress dirty.
Ah, you mean the bodies?
אומר לך, משערי ציון אני יוצא. אני הולך איתו, אין בושה, לא קחת אשתו לפניי. מרים אותה. What's all? איפה השכל? Go around.
לא, זה לפני החתונה.
אתה מבין אותי? זה נקרא self-respect. תגיד לי, בחוץ, מרים את אשתך כאחת. I didn't say a word to him because I know that שאין מדבר בכלל, but where's your... היה חושך, I was dark, I didn't look, I don't know, but... זה. מתנהגים התנהגות זולה. It's cheap. מה עושה כזה דבר בכלל? יגידו לך מה בעיה, חתן מרים את הכלה גם כן. נו, אין הרבה שכל, מה נעשה?
Eating in the car? What does that say? Eating in the car.
Eating in the car, it's okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It's not called walking?
Are you walking?
No.
Okay. Are you... הלאה. נמשיך. יש שאלה, איזה car need מזוזה, כי זה, האם זה בית?
הוא חי באוטו.
Sleep in the car.
But also with the expectancy, and we had a lot of people eating the fast.
We lost that. When I was 14, I remember I was walking with my older brother, Hacham Eliyahu, and I had a gum in my mouth. He gave it to me. Wow. Gum בחוץ? מה קרה לך? What's up with you? Wow. I wanted to swallow it, so as if I don't have a gum.
Where was it? In the house or?
Oh, well, outside, we're working together, me and him. I was 14 years old.
Wow.
Really? Gum בחוץ? What's up with you?
It's not like
Rabbi,
Only a cow goes kaka outside. Yeah. It's a sense. It's a sense. It's a sense of, yeah.
What about a second finger? No? You're not chewing.
Under the tongue, you mean?
You're allowed under the tongue?
מסתם מה שכן. הגמרא אומרת, someone who eats outside, פסול לעדות.
Wow.
It's like walking on.
Yeah, walking in Italy.
Not walking, האוכל בשוק.
How about an ice cream?
So like if we sit outside on the table,
In the summertime on the boardwalk, I'm eating ice cream.
אתה לוקח אותי לדיל, וואי, וואי.
We eat ice cream when we walk on the boardwalk. That's what I'm doing. So I'm walking and eating. So I want to know if it's good or not. It's something I want to myself.
הגמרא אומרת, שמי שאוכל בשוק דומה לכלב, והוא פסול לעדות. Why הוא פסול לעדות? Because if he has no embarrassment to eat outside, he's not going to be embarrassed to lie, because if you're going to catch him, he doesn't care.
So picnics are not allowed? If you do a picnic?
I'm going to pause for 1 second. אני אגיד לכם סיפור. I was